All right, let's talk about wellness, but not in that, oh great, another thing I have to do kind of way. We're going to look at it as a genuine tool, maybe the ultimate tool for taking back your personal power. And it all starts with a feeling that I bet is going to sound pretty familiar.
You know, Dr. Siamak said this, and man, does it hit home, right? That feeling that your body's rulebook just got a complete rewrite overnight. He's talking about that time in life when your energy felt totally bottomless. But then, something changes.
And that change, for so many of us, seems to happen right around the time we leave our 20s. It's like our subscription to endless energy and bouncing back from anything just expires. All of a sudden, you can't just wing it anymore. If you want to feel good, if you want to have energy, you actually need a plan. But why? What is really going on here?
Well, the answer is kind of wild. The real issue isn't just about getting older. It's that our bodies are absolute geniuses at adapting. They're so good at covering up for our less-than-perfect habits that they trick us into thinking everything's totally fine, for a while.
I mean, think about that. For years, maybe even decades, you can get by with not enough sleep, a diet that's questionable, or skipping your workouts, and you might feel okay. That's your body working like crazy behind the scenes, compensating for everything you're throwing at it.
And this is where it gets incredible. Your body doesn't just compensate, it literally re-engineers itself on the fly. It'll change your hormone levels to deal with bad sleep. It'll work overtime to process junk food, and get this, it will build entirely new infrastructure to keep things going.
This stat just blows my mind. For every 10 extra pounds of weight, your body builds about a mile of new blood vessels and capillaries to support it. A whole mile. I mean, that is an unbelievable feat of biological engineering, but it's also a sign of some serious strain on the system. So, okay, that brings us to the big question. If our bodies are these incredible, adaptable machines, then what's the problem? What's the catch with all this brilliant compensation?
And there it is. There's always a catch, right? All this hard work, this constant management, it isn't free. It comes at a cost. Your body might keep the lights on for a long, long time, but it's racking up damage that will, eventually, show up as some pretty serious long-term consequences.
So, how do we get out of this cycle? This is where Dr. Siamak introduces an idea designed to flip the script, to take us from feeling kind of powerless against these changes to feeling totally empowered. He calls it the Global Wellness Plan. Now, the Global Wellness Plan, or GWP, isn't just another fad diet or workout craze. It's a whole strategy. It's comprehensive, meaning it looks at the big picture, and it's ongoing. The whole idea is to give you a structure that puts you back in the driver's seat of your own health. So how does it work? Simple. The GWP is built on 4 core pillars. You can think of these as the absolute foundations for building back that personal power. Here they are. Pillar 1, nutrition. That's your foundation, the raw materials for your entire body. Pillar 2, movement. That's the engine. It's what keeps everything running. Pillar 3, sleep. That's recovery, when all the repair work gets done. And Pillar 4, mental and emotional balance. This is your compass, the thing that guides everything else. Now, we all kind of know the first 3 are important, but do we really get just how powerful they are? Okay, check this out. This quote just shows the insane power of that movement pillar. A study found that people who exercised regularly, even if they were smokers, had better health markers than people who didn't smoke but were completely sedentary. Now, that is not an excuse to smoke, obviously, but it is a jaw-dropping testament to the protective power of just moving your body. But what about that 4th pillar, the one that's so easy to forget? To really get a handle on its importance, we've got to look at something called the blue zones. These are these little pockets around the globe where people live crazy long, healthy lives. So what's their secret? I mean, what's the one thing that ties together these super different groups of people in places like Japan, Italy, and Costa Rica? What's the common thread? Well, what's so fascinating is what the secret isn't. It's not their diet. They all eat different things. It's not their exercise routine. It's not their sleep schedules. It's not even their culture. So, what's left? The answer is community. The single, universal bond that all Blue Zones share is that people live in these really close-knit, supportive communities. This goes right to the heart of that 4th pillar. Our mental and emotional balance is deeply, profoundly tied to our connections with other people. So what happens when you bring all these pillars together? The outcome isn't just about feeling a bit healthier.
It's a complete transformation. This is where wellness stops being a chore and actually becomes your superpower.
Dr. Siamak shares this really powerful insight from his work. He says he's seen it over and over again. When people get a handle on their health, they don't just lose weight or feel better. They gain the confidence to change other big things in their lives, like finally walking away from unhealthy relationships.
It's like this incredible domino effect. It starts with one thing. You take charge of your health. That feeling of control builds real confidence and a sense of personal power. And that new power, it just naturally starts to ripple out and transform every other area of your life.
And that's really the core message here. When you take charge of your body, of your physiology, you are, in a very real way, taking charge of your entire life. It's the ultimate positive feedback loop.
So we'll end with this thought. If wellness is the key that unlocks your own personal power, then the real question isn't just how to start, it's what are you going to build with it? Thanks for checking out this explainer.